Well, I didn't think it was possible. Many of us didn't think it was possible because here's the deal with Ninja Gaiden Rage Mount's impossible level. You see, at the end of the game in Ninja Gaiden Rage Mount, you get to pick between two characters, Kenji and Komori. Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. This is level 5-1. It only unlocks in Ninja Gaiden's already prestigious hard mode, where you have to either clear the game once already or beat Ryu in a 1v1 duel in one of the early levels, which is not easy because it restarts the entire level when you lose. And he's just tough. But if you unlock hard mode, then beat hard mode, you unlock the secret level Endless Struggle. When you start Endless Struggle, spoiler alert, you're trapped in hell and you have to pick Kenji or Komori. Now here's the thing about Komori. She's actually the easier of the options because Komori has a ranged attack, an infinite ranged attack. So when you go into this level, you have to fight 4 bosses in a row. And Komori, hold on, there's probably a sound echo, can actually just attack the boss from anywhere. Now I'm doing a bad job showcasing it at the moment, right? But essentially, she is the easy option because she doesn't have to have downtime on the boss. She has no downtime is essentially the idea. Look, you can hit him from across the map. Look at him just get wrecked, right? So this is why Komori is really strong. Because even though I messed around and got hit a bunch of times, we still killed the first boss without a problem. But here's the thing about the boss gauntlet, right? This level is impossible, or nearly impossible, because you have to fight all 4 bosses. But here's something crazy about it, is after you kill the first boss, you always get a heal. But even on the second boss, Komori can just attack from far away, and she's perfectly safe, and it's perfectly easy, right? I'm preserving my HP. Now, I won't get any more heals, unfortunately, after this boss. I'm doing this live, so as you can see, right? Like, you just wreck bosses. So if that's how easy it is, what's so impossible about the level? I'm about to show you what's so impossible about the level. You see, there are 5 bosses, and here's the thing. To get the S rank, you have to beat the level in under 5 minutes. You have to kill all 4 bosses, and you have to have a kill chain of just 1 in a row because it's a boss rush. So there's really no kill chain. You have to be able to beat the level without dying, kill one of the bosses with a hypercharge attack, which is your supercharge that you sometimes sacrifice HP to get, and you have to defeat the boss without getting hit. So as you can see, we killed the second boss without getting hit, so we got that one done. You have to get all this done. On Komori, it's not too bad, especially with this third boss, because this third boss flies in the air, but she has a ranged attack. Sorry, I'm like gliding all over the place. I don't know what's happening, right? So for her, again, she can meet that 5-minute timer because she has full DPS uptime, right? She's never not attacking the boss. But if you're Kenji, right? If you're Kenji, that's not the case. And this is why we thought maybe beating it as Kenji not only is the hardest challenge in the game, but getting the top S rank, almost top rank, their top regular rank of S rank, maybe that's impossible. And so I put it to the test to figure out if it could be done, and we're going to walk through exactly how I did it here. Whoops, sorry for the flashbang, right? So, as Kenji, you've got to optimize around this first boss's heal. The fact of the matter is nobody thought there was a heal on this first boss, and now I'm wondering, did they sneak this heal in after killing the first boss in the new patch, or was it always there and we just didn't notice? If someone on console who doesn't yet have the new patch can confirm that, please do so in the comments, because we're all wondering. But in this first boss, right, because you have this mysterious heal nobody noticed, you can kill this boss faster than ever. In fact, faster, I would argue, than you can kill it on Komori. On Komori, if I try my damnedest with full uptime, 55 seconds is faster than anything I could ever do. It's going to be 58, 57, 58, 59 seconds. But on Kenji, you can do it a lot faster than that. You can do it as early as 47 seconds. So all you got to do is hypercharge the hell out of the boss, because we know we're going to get healed. And we have a talisman equipped that makes us do more damage when we're low on health. So that makes me feel like it's very possible to do. So as you can see, I'm laying into the boss with all these hypercharges here to get myself low on health. And now our talisman's kicking in, so we're just doing tons of damage. And he's dead, just like that. Let's check the timer on this first boss. I think it was 47 or 49, something like that. Let's double check here. I will pause in the footage. 47 seconds, you can kill the boss, right? So, and we also killed him without getting hit. So now we have the second boss, and you might think Kenji really struggles with the second boss because he's got to deal with all the projectiles. Like, I already got hit, right? Not looking good. But believe me, it's going to be okay. And I got hit again. So you can see 2 hits. How are you going to be able to S-rank this? You're already getting hit twice. Is there another heal? I'm here to tell you there isn't. There are no other heals in this mission. And that's what makes it so interesting, because now the real boss rush begins after this boss, right? Or after the first boss. So again, we are dealing with tentacles as they come up. Look, I even get hit there. We're at half health. But how we're doing it is we're doing a slash tech trick. I'm not perfect at it, but you attack and press down and then let go of down, and press attack and press down and let go of down, so that you can slash faster. That's how I'm trying to kill these tentacles in time. But the other thing to know about these tentacles is that if you guillotine off of them, they only do that one attack, and then they don't hurt you again unless you step on them, which is what I did there, right? So again, our health is diminishing pretty rapidly here. But that is perfectly okay, because we're going to play well on the last couple of bosses. So again, getting the hypercharges off and just being relentless in our DPS uptime, as relentless as possible. And the only way it seems like this works is because of that damage talisman. That's 75% more damage when you're low on health. But to be honest, this entire fight, I haven't even had that talisman activated. We're not low enough on health for it to count. So again, we're going to wipe out that second boss. Okay, that's 2 bosses. Great, whatever. On to the third boss. Now this is the boss, so we're 2 minutes in. I have actually made it this far before at around 1 minute and 30 seconds. If I blow all my hypercharges worth of health on the second boss. But here's the thing. You need to do that on the third boss, because this boss is the infamous boss that takes forever to kill. There's no way you'll make the 5-minute timer because she's always in the air. Look at this. Look at this pathetic damage I do. So what do? We manually hypercharge. How are we able to afford that? The other talisman we have equipped makes it so that hypercharges take 25% less of our health, which, to be honest, sounds counterintuitive because we do more damage at lower health. So I'm preserving health instead of spending as much. But on this boss, it's kind of an advantage because we keep her hypercharged more often to get more damage in by knocking her down in this loop. But you can't loop the whole fight. She's got too much health and we don't have enough health. So we actually have to do the mechanics. But as you can see, literally we're blasting through to this phase 2 already because of that opening. And that makes a big difference time-wise. So you get through this boss, you're attacking, you really can't afford to take any damage at this point. And then she does her swipes. On Komori, you can machine gun this part and just blast through it very easily. But on Kenji, that's not the case. You need that talisman to do that kind of damage, right? So again, she takes a long time to kill, but this is actually quite a quick kill of her by comparison. And again, we don't get a lot of uptime during these swipes until the end because she's always moving and attacking at the same time. This makes this fight particularly long. But again, trying that slash tech, trying to get her dealt with as fast as possible, and then she's dead, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, we haven't killed the boss with the hypercharge yet, so that's one of our challenges, and we have no health to manually hypercharge. So how are we going to pull this one off? Well, take a look. there's our hypercharge kill right at the end. That gets you S rank on Kenji, which is kind of crazy. But here's the thing. Here's the thing we should talk about. You get Kenji's secret ending, leaves on a cliffhanger. Will there be more? That's kind of the question that everybody's asking. And when we complete this nearly impossible challenge, it begs the question, what kind of challenge would be next? I mean, we cleared it in 4 minutes and 35 seconds. That's only 25 seconds left to play around with, right? And so because of that, that really does beg the question, is it possible to S plus this level? And the answer is actually yes, people have done it. But is it possible to S plus plus level 5 one as Kenji? And that is a challenge no one has done yet. I'll see you next time. This is Ninja Burrito.